Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Today is the 13th of August, 2022. Yeah, I had to check it. I've been up really early because obviously Tanny's at work this morning. And I've already planted up a garden bed, so I am covered in dirt, which I love. It makes me happy. It's my happy place. But I thought, 4:30 in the morning, I could get out and actually get the bed done before it gets to the hottest part of the day so that everything settles. It's got plenty of time until that sun comes down over this side of the road and hits. So, yeah, it's got about another, 5 hours of nice shade to settle itself in, which is awesome. So, yeah, I just wanted to say, people think that they don't have time for things. And they don't have time for this and they don't have time for that. And sometimes, you got to, yes, you have to slow down and you have to just go, do you know what? Today I'm just going to sit and I'm not going to do anything. And other days, you carve out the time that you can, that you're sitting there and thinking, maybe not. What am I going to do? And while you're sitting there, you could be up and doing something. Now, like I said, Tanny goes to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was out there after I'd moved the bed yesterday because that literally wiped me out for the rest of the day. I got halfway through doing my dishes. I still have dishes to do. Not many, but I got through the bulk of it. And, this morning I thought, you know what? It's dark. The only people around are those who are doing the walk home to fall over in their pit from town, wandering up the road. There were a few buses around the place, a couple of trucks, nothing major. It was nice and dark. It was lovely and cool. It was nice. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get out there and get it done. So I did. So I planted up that bed. Now I have the third bed to do. I was going to try and move the soil myself. Decided, no, that's probably not a good idea. But the majority of the work is done. And that's made me happy because awesome. So let's hope things go the way they are. But what I'm saying is this, all right? It's only 6 in the morning at the moment while I record this. And I've already planted up a bed out the front. Even when the kids were little, I would take an hour to myself before they got up to go and have a brew outside because obviously we lived in Queensland, so, or parts of Australia. So it was a nice thing to do was to go and sit on the porch and have a brew. And I would take that time for myself. And I've decided I'm going to do that again because I need that time for myself. And as much as I spend a lot of downtime in the house, a lot of that is planning and editing and doing all sorts of other things and talking to people and doing stuff. And sometimes you just need that alone time. And that alone time may come in the form of planting up a bed with your squash or your beans or your herbs or your flowers or whatever. It may just be putting some herbs in a pot in the kitchen. It may just be fluffing the pillows on the couch. It may just be reorganizing your jars. It may, whatever makes your little heart happy. Do you know what I mean? But treat it as it is your time, not as it is a time to do a chore, but it's your time to do the little things that make you happy because they niggle at you if they're not done. We have got time to do these things, even if that hour is spent on something you know, like learning something or doing a course that you've always wanted to do, or creating some art or whatever, or even just putting your feet up and enjoying that first hour of the morning. Just enjoying it outside. If it's not raining or freezing, sometimes it could be really nice, you know, if it is raining or whatever, if you've got a little covery bit that you can stick a little fire pit under, woohoo, you know. Just because things get tough doesn't mean that you have to, and it doesn't mean that you can't take that time for you that you're going to enjoy, you know, and do those little things for yourself that makes your spirit recharge. You know, recharging your spirit is really important. And when sometimes an hour a day is all it takes, as long as you do something for you, not necessarily for anybody else, just something for you. I mean, obviously, learning to play guitar at 4 o'clock in the morning is probably a really bad idea. But, you know, maybe you can do that when the kids are gone to school or whatever, you know, when you've got a little bit of time on your hands. Just take an hour out just for you. Recharge. Do the things that make your heart happy. And that's the important stuff. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I love you guys heaps. Have a really, really awesome rest of your day. Mwah. Blessings.